spiraling punt. And it is muffed. Can the Jags pick it up? Flag on the play.
Welcome back to another episode of Flag on the Play. I am Jordy.
Jalen.
K-Town.
Going with PSN again, okay?
Yeah.
We are here today to tell you, one, we changed our name. It is all play, no pause.
No pause.
But we still going to give you the same content. Season 1 will still be called Flag on the Play. I don't give a fuck what that comment said.
That's a big girl right there.
It is. Today we're going to be talking about the Divisional Round.
No, we're not.
From last week. I know somebody don't want to talk about it. The rest of us won't dare. Yes, sir.
Well, we got put out before.
Yeah,
so
but we ain't got to talk about that no more. That was 2 weeks ago. So can
I got you.
Yeah. Let me get to talk about this nigga.
Oh, y'all got over it is what I'm hearing. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. You'll get over it by next week.
No, I won't.
And then we're going to talk about...
You can't get over Mark Andrews.
He apologized.
Anyway, get through the intro.
Yeah, can I get through the intro? Then we're going to talk about the conference championships. Then we're going to talk about how we can fix our NBA teams with a little bit of trades or whatnot. We're going to talk about the decline of the Pro Bowl and the All-Star game. And then we might, dapper on these new head coach signings and how we feel about them. So we'll start with you this time. How you feel?
Y'all think this shit sweet, don't you?
How did you feel about your Ravens
Bro,
losing to the Bills?
It wasn't a disappointing. It was a good game still. It wasn't a disappointing game per se. But, the mistakes that were made was the most boneheaded shit I've ever fucking seen in my life. That interception by Lamar was quite literally the worst pass I've ever seen him throw. What the fuck was that? The fumble was the worst fumble I've ever seen in his career. That man literally just fucking put the shit on the ground. I understand. Bad snap. First off, Mark Andrews
Bad
dropped
weather.
fuck that. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that.
I did call the weather.
Fuck that. Fuck that. That was just some dumbass shit, bro. Fucking Mark Andrews dropped the ball square in his hands before that. It was a first down. It was like a 12-yard play. Next one, botch snap. Lamar gets the ball. He recovered. And then he's trying to make a move or something like that because he said he had an illegal man downfield. So that's why he couldn't, throw it away or anything like that, which makes sense. But you don't just fucking put the shit on the ground that fucking Von Miller picks it up and almost takes it to the fucking house. And then, of course, the 2-point conversion was...
You forgot about the fumble that...
Oh, yeah, no.
had.
I didn't shit. Trying to get that shit out of my mind.
Man, Andrews
Middle of the field. Bro, that dude thought he was Lamar Jackson, bro. Fucking cutting back for no reason. If he would have just went down, guess what? That's a touchdown drive all day, every day. Because we would have been able to still use Henry. Because at that point right there was when we had to stop using Henry. And that was after he started getting going in the second half. He had 60 rushing yards in just the second half alone, and that was only in the fucking first drive.
How many did he end up with?
84.
That is crazy because last week, I will insert a clip here.
We run the ball in the playoffs. Guess what? Baltimore wins games. What's that stat? Derrick Henry has over 85 yards. What are we? Undefeated? Ain't that crazy?
This man said, if Henry gets 85 or more, we are undefeated. He got 84.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't never seen someone say a stat and it come true the next, immediately. That's crazy.
Sad.
So, I guess the real question is, would you say the Mark Andrews drop lost you the game, or would you say it was a compilation of everything that happened?
It honestly, the fumble is what lost us the game. Because even if
Which one?
Mark Andrews' fumble.
Okay.
Lamar's fumble was bad, but we were still well in the game.
That was first half still, right?
Yeah. It was. He didn't turn the ball over in the second half. In fact, he played some of the greatest football I've ever seen in the second half. Fucking Mark Andrews' fumble was at the worst time possible because we had just stopped the Bills. We were rolling. We were about to take the lead, and this man fumbles in the open field for really no reason at all. The 2-point conversion wasn't even a guaranteed win because they still had a minute 33.
That's what I was going to say.
Left, and it's Josh Allen. Like, they could have easily went down and kicked the game. Well, then again, it's fucking Bass too. Yeah, so I didn't know this, but he missed the same amount of kicks as Justin Tucker this season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He was not. I didn't know. I thought he missed more. That's what I was saying.
But yeah, so like that's.
I mean, y'all did spot them 14 points with those turnovers.
The defensive pass interference was the only thing that I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because that man straight up pushed off on the defender that was in a better position to catch the ball than the receiver. That was straight up oh shit right there. And they scored 7 right off of that.
Yeah.
And it was 3rd and 7. We knocked them out of field goal range with a sack or a loss of yards right before that. And then they get that bailout call. I don't think that, won them the game or anything like that, but that was bad. That was bad.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts on that game. Better luck next time. I'm sorry. It's,
I like that.
Bro, we're about to end up being like the Cowboys, bro. We're about to be like, this is our year every fucking year, and it's going to happen eventually. We got a way better
You cannot
culture.
allow Micah to influence your decision on that because he definitely said that in the group chat. He definitely said Lamar is the Dak Prescott of the playoffs.
No. Justin Herbert.
I wouldn't say that. Hey, relax.
Justin Herbert.
Relax.
Hey, man, I'm just...
Relax.
I'm gonna let y'all do that one.
We don't have any weapons. That's
true, and that's my other thing. Like fucking.
Don't say you don't have any weapons.
Whoa, I'm not saying that.
Oh.
I'm just saying Dak does have weapons.
Dak has.
Yeah,
He
so
had
Justin
weapons.
Herbert isn't. That's not.
I will say Dak had a lot more weapons than he did this year. Brandon Cooks wasn't available.
Yeah, he was.
Turpin wasn't. He's more of a returner. He's a special
Turpin.
teamer.
That's not somebody I'm considering.
Tolbert played pretty well all year. Rico played well down the stretch, but
when the games didn't really matter for real.
But that's just a cheap Jerry Jones for you. I think y'all will be in a position to be in the AFC Championship again, as always. I mean, you have Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, because our offense, like, nobody's in danger of leaving.
Nah.
In our offense.
Mark Andrews is leaving.
No, he's not.
Mark Andrews is leaving.
He's not.
Even if he...
Everybody that came out and said he's still going to be a focal point of our offense. And Lamar even said it can't be all on Mark Andrews because he's been balling all year. And it came down to one play.
He was not balling all year.
I agree. I'm just saying.
He wasn't the first 4 weeks, but after that,
he went, what, how many weeks with a touchdown? Like 6?
Let me get my motherfucking flag.
Oh, it was a lot.
He went like 6 or 7 weeks.
I don't know how many in a row, but he ended up with like 15 or something like that.
He started doing what Mark Andrews needed to do.
After 7 weeks of being shitty, he did turn it up a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I'll accept that.
3 catches, one of them for a touchdown. Okay, you caught a touchdown, but like...
But he was catching touchdowns every game. That's the thing.
Yeah, but he went from being like a 8 catch a game.
That's because we had nobody.
But now they have Zay Flowers. They got...
They've always had Zay Flowers.
What's the Wallace dude? I mean, he ain't really been playing like that. He only did that to us, but... Wallace ain't bad, though.
He's not bad, but he's good for like a 1 play a year where he... takes it to the house for 80 yards, and that's his stat line for the year.
Fact.
He's a good returner.
Yeah.
He's our new Duvernay. That's what he is.
I don't think y'all should be in panic mode.
Absolutely, we're not in panic mode.
The fact that y'all even came back to make it a game after being down, what was it, 21-7?
Nah, it was 21-10.
21-10. I mean, a lot of people had already written y'all off by halftime, and Lamar went out there and balled in the second half.
They would have won in overtime.
I think so.
Would it have gone to overtime, though? Like he said, it was a minute and 33.
I think because the defense held them to 6 points in the second half.
In the second half, yeah.
Who? Bass? Or the
Bills?
Yeah, the Bills only scored 6 points.
Yeah, the Bills' offense was ass in the second half. So it's like, do I really count on them going down and doing anything when the momentum is sucked out of the building at this point? Because there's no reason for you to even be in consideration for overtime it would have failed. It would have fell apart.
Yeah, 3 turnovers to 0 in a 2-point game is crazy.
Yeah, it would have been bad. So, yeah, overtime would have been nasty for Buffalo.
It would have been. I think it would have been off of the coin flip, just like the Kansas City and Buffalo game.
No, Buffalo. All the energy was sucked out of Buffalo. If it went to a coin flip, they would have 3 and out, maybe 4 and out.
I don't think so. I think they would have
changed the rules in the playoffs.
Yeah,
if you score a touchdown, you still get the ball.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
both teams get a possession to score a touchdown.
Is that in the playoffs period, or is it?
Yeah,
like
that's playoff. That's playoff basketball. Playoff football now. Both teams get a possession to score a touchdown. Obviously, if the first team doesn't score and the second team does, it's over. But both teams get a possession regardless of the outcome of the first possession. So,
why not just make that for
every
overtime period?
Because it's too much football for the players.
Don't go overtime then.
Well,
facts.
NBA be having like triple overtime. Bro, the game don't end unless somebody wins.
It's not as it's not as physical of a game.
I think
basketball is not as physical of a game. College football also has different. They don't have to drive the whole field.
And I think the NFL should adopt that. In my opinion.
No, I don't. That's just my personal opinion. I don't.
Put everybody in scoring drives.
Because you have
score, then that proves that you don't deserve to win. You already at the 25. You can't score a touchdown or a field goal. You don't deserve to win.
I think college football is a lot more about offense than defense. And
the NFL has switched to that.
No, I still think the NFL.
It's impossible to hit somebody on an open. Like if somebody coming down the field,
but
it's impossible to really stop yourself from hitting him. And then he duck his head, and then all of a sudden it's a personal foul because you going for his chest, but he ducked.
I still feel as if it's more of a defensive game in the NFL. Like we're at the top of the top when it comes to obviously it's bigger hits. I would say in college football, but if we're talking about actual defense, college football has people like me and you on the field.
Yeah.
The NFL doesn't. So these are peak players. They deserve to go out and play their position. So
college football has what? How many fucking teams?
Exactly. So
the NFL is concise, but it's still an offensive. It's not a defensive game. It's not built for defense to win.
Defense wins. Defense
wins championships. Offense wins games.
Defense still wins.
I don't think so.
For sure.
I don't think so. Not when you got people who scoring 45. Let's talk about that game.
Oh yeah.
Let's go ahead and move on from your team and talk about the Washington and Detroit game.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Tell me where defense was besides Jared Goff throwing terrible picks and them giving the
defense,
ball.
Though.
That was.
And they weren't
defense.
There was a couple of picks that weren't terrible picks. They were just good defensive plays.
All
like
5 of those turnovers.
Who was the wide receiver that threw the pick? Was it Jameson?
Yeah, Jameson Williams.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's offense, right? That's that.
That is.
That's that. No, that shit does not win.
That's stupid ass offense that results in the defense getting rewarded because you letting a fucking wide receiver run a fucking play where you throwing it, bro.
30-yard pass.
I know that's your coverage. I know that's your wide receiver coach, but you are not him. Half of these dudes were not quarterbacks in high school or college. So why is he throwing the ball?
He thought they could make a play. You know, they was the king of trick plays during the season,
right? And so was Dan
Quinn.
And
still, they scored in that game with the
Dan
trick
Quinn
play.
Also goes for the fourth down. He made his match that game.
They was trick play kings going through the season. So why wouldn't you expect them to still run trick plays?
They scored on that end around. Jameson Williams is like a 60-yard.
I wouldn't call that a real trick play though. That's like
how
I wouldn't call that a trick play.
It's
that's
not,
a regular
a misdirection.
Yeah, that's a regular play nowadays. So, maybe 15 years ago it would have been a trick play.
What about the play where they shoveled past it to St. Brown? Was that a trick play?
That was a trick
where
play.
Where they tossed it and then he
that's a more of a trick play than because it's weird. Like you don't see it. End rounds happen all the time.
Pittsburgh did it.
But it's a dope. So you have
it was a trick play when y'all did it,
and we scored. That was back in Ben Roethlisberger's.
That was a more like a almost like a triple option type of end
around.
Yeah. That's a college play.
So it's not a real trick play. It's
that's a trick play.
Whether
you've seen it before or not, it's still a trick play.
But everybody thought that
the Lions
would have too much offense.
I will give you a credit. You the only one that said they had a chance.
Yeah, Lions Washington is first, and then the other AFC.
It was nice knowing you, Washington.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Washington got a chance. They've been playing close games.
They're not playing close against a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. I was watching the episode last week, and I was like,
I'm
dang.
going to give you some credit because I definitely said, see you later, Washington. That's what I said.
I said
nice
they had no shot. I said word for word that they had no shot.
And now I'm sitting here hoping and praying.
Because defense.
Them boys beat the Eagles.
Offense does not win. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say that defense wins, but strictly offense cannot win.
Yeah, look at the Bengals.
Yeah.
You see he an MVP in the
consideration.
MVP top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a finalist.
Nobody said he won top 5. I said he won top 3. That's
we'll find out. We'll find out where the votes land in 2 weeks.
Still talking about
no. We gotta wait till
the ESPYs.
Yeah. God damn.
When is that?
Probably like February, after the Super Bowl sometime.
Okay. But
when is
Washington shocked the world, and they did. Super Bowl is the 9th. February 9th.
So yeah, the SP is probably like the 16th or something like that.
But Washington shocked the world, man. They went out there and balled their ass off. I can't even. What can you say?
The offense played a perfect game.
Jaden Daniels is the truth.
The offense played a perfect game.
He went out there and he did not blink.
No, he didn't. He didn't flinch.
Yeah.
He didn't. He did what he was supposed to do and more.
Didn't even get high up on himself to be like, oh yeah, I'm that nigga. None of that. He went out there and just kept playing.
Now they will lose though. But
there's come on now, ain't no way. The luck's got to run out sometime, bro.
Well, I don't think it's luck. I think
was last week luck?
No, for sure not. It was a player playing over expected and the player playing under expected. Jared Goff is known to do that in games.
I'm gonna let you know, Jared Goff, you made me an ass because I literally said you were not bad. I said Jared Goff ain't bad.
And I still believe that he's not. I still
went to a
believe
Super
that
Bowl with the Rams, but then you put up 3 points in that game. I think you are afraid of bright lights. That's what I think about.
Yeah, Jared Goff suffers from the same thing that Sam Darnold suffers from, in my opinion, which is why the Rams didn't win when they had him.
Putting up 3 points with one of the greatest offensives ever is insane, man.
That's crazy. You had Todd Gurley, Van Jefferson. Did they have Coop at that time, or was he right after?
They had
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
but he was.
And then you had one of the greatest defensive players with Aaron. I just don't understand.
But that's why they traded his ass. Please get out of here. We could do this with Matthew Stafford.
And won that year that they traded him. Isn't that crazy?
So as much credit as we like to give Jared Goff for the seasons that he has, he'll probably go down as a
middle of the pack Kirk Cousins.
He's better than Kirk Cousins, though.
Is he?
I would call him like a Matt Ryan.
Okay.
It's fair.
Okay. An upgraded Kirk Cousins. But speaking of Matthew Stafford, that team, bro, they had every opportunity to beat the Eagles.
Even at the end of the game.
And then he throws a pass that nobody could have caught.
After taking a sack on third down. Third down, the most important down
of that. You are so
right.
right. I sat there at the bar. I was like, bro, you'll have every opportunity to beat this team. And y'all, every time they had any type of momentum, fumble. Bad pass.
That cold, man. That cold mixed with that snow. It hit different.
They had an unblocked Jalen Carter sack him on that fucking third down.
Yeah,
that was crazy. How the fuck is that the person that's unblocked?
Right. Their best defensive line.
That's well, no, I was about to say something crazy, but
I mean, I guess you could say Jordan.
No, I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide.
But no, I don't think the Eagles are that good.
Oh my
I really don't think they're that good either, man.
They're literally a one play away from breaking off a run type game. They didn't have no real passing yards that made any difference. It was all rushing plays. If you lock into that, are they gonna beat you with Jalen Hurts throwing the ball?
So I
At
have a
this
question.
point of the game,
I have a question then. Is Philadelphia an offensive team?
no. Philadelphia is a
I
running
think
team.
I think it proves my point
No, it doesn't.
that
though.
defense wins.
Their defense is elite, but they are upgraded by having a guy like Saquon who can run.
They're gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think
the AFC's winning it.
If the Chiefs get to the
All
Super
right.
Bowl, if the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl, I don't see. the
Actually,
Eagles
yeah,
winning.
no, because if the Bills do end up beating the Chiefs, I think the Eagles about to.
That's all I'm saying. If the Chiefs get to the Super
I think
Bowl,
I think the Eagles have the best team. I think the Eagles are the best team in the playoffs right now.
They probably are. Like, if you pen to paper, Eagles always have very, very good rosters. This is about how much they're going to execute when the time comes. I think they're going to execute their way into the Super Bowl, but I think.
yes, they have the most complete roster. I agree with that. I
Damn, man,
agree with
they might win this
I agree with that.
They're going to
But
win the Super Bowl.
Didn't Mitchell get hurt? Did Mitchell get hurt?
The tackle?
Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh, the cornerback.
Did he get hurt?
Rookie.
Probably. I don't think that. They don't. It's
Who's
not
playing
going.
opposite of Slay at that point?
Who cares?
Cooper DeJean,
Yeah,
Who cares?
yeah.
the other
Isn't
rookie.
he
The
isn't
white
he a
boy.
safety?
No, corner.
Oh,
Yeah.
he plays safety.
No, white corner. You know that's
Burned.
That's,
They better not,
a unicorn.
Do not put him on Terry. And do
Oh
not
no, they will have. They
don't
have,
put him on Diami either, because Diami is having a fucking phenomenal playoff run.
We're not worried. Not we.
Yeah,
The Eagles are not
I was like,
worried.
bandwagon. Jump the ship already.
The Eagles. I think the Eagles are not worried about Washington.
They should be.
They shouldn't
It's a
be.
division game.
But you gotta understand, this is the third time they're gonna see them. Right? The first time,
Shitted on him.
it was
belt the ass.
Was it? It
This
was.
the first time, belt the
What was the
ass.
score?
Belt to ass. The
Wait,
second
what's that,
time,
actually?
the second time, belt the ass before Jalen Hurts got hurt.
Well,
All
Jalen
right.
Hurts got hurt in like the third play.
Kenny Pickett sucks.
No, he got. It
It
was
was
21-7 before Jalen Hurts came out.
No, it wasn't.
Yes.
No, it wasn't. I promise you, it
He
wasn't.
got hurt. In the,
It was
like,
in the first quarter. It was the first drive.
Yeah, because
Because
Kenny Pickett,
Kenny
came
Pickett
out, we
finished
all-
the drive
we all
and
sat
scored a
there and was
touchdown.
like, Kenny, what is he doing in the game?
Kenny Pickett scored the first touchdown of the game.
Oh, that's love.
I think he
Long story
wasn't
short-
a rush.
He might have run. I don't know
It was
what
a
it was.
rushing
All I
touchdown or
remember is
something.
Long story short, belt the ass.
I need to know what the
And-
score was.
So coming up on the third time,
Washington's not the same
belt
as
the
they
ass.
was.
Belt the ass.
What week did they play the first game?
I'm looking it up. Don't worry, I got it right here.
You going to the first one? I'll go to the second one.
Yeah. First game, I'm pretty sure
First
that was
one
like
was-
early in the year.
It wasn't that bad. It might have been better than what it actually was,
We
but it
talking
was
about
26
to 18,
They coulda
a
scored a
one-score
garbage-
game.
They could have
No,
scored
no,
a
no, no,
We're
garbage.
talking
look at
about
it, look
belt to ass. A one-score game?
Look at the drives and see when they scored that last touchdown. Who scored
That's
the
what
last
I'm
touchdown?
trying to. Last touchdown was Brian. Oh no, that's the first one. Last touchdown, Zach Ertz with 28 seconds left. Yeah, that's a garbage time touchdown.
Zach
I remember that shit, man.
Yes.
I lost fantasy because of
Belt the
that.
ass. Call that belt the ass.
I wouldn't call that belt to
20.
ass.
It was 21-7 in the first quarter.
For what? Yeah, Kenny Pickett was playing though. It wasn't Jalen Hurts.
Well, Kenny Pickett lost real quick.
Yeah, just fuck Kenny Pickett.
But yeah, so they played the Eagles with basically without Jalen Hurts like at all, and
Yeah.
only won by 3.
Defense is good, but still gave up 36 points.
Exactly, they gave up fucking 33 points to Kenny Pickett,
Yeah, I mean, I never said nothing about Washington's defense.
and their defense really was not that. Like, if we really want to talk about this Lions game, they was not stopping shit until Jared Goff was throwing interceptions in the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions were moving the ball pretty easily,
But
it's all about
Washington was moving it just as easy. That's the thing.
Exactly.
The Lions couldn't stop them either.
I'll say this: I don't think Washington's gonna win, but I think I want Washington to win. That's all I want. I want Washington. I want it to be Washington versus Bills, but we'll get to that in a second. We still got to talk about the Chiefs and the Texans.
Chiefs and Texans. What do I feel about that game?
I don't think the Texans over here complaining about the refs and shit. Yeah, they were bad calls, but you were out that game, bro. Like,
well, that second call, they were down 13-12. That was the score.
True.
It was 13-12 when that second Patrick Mahomes got a or they called a personal foul. The slide, where that wasn't really a slide. The nigga just sat down on the field, and that's a late hit. No, you're a runner.
And he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't get hit. You're a runner. The roughing the passer was terrible.
It wasn't terrible. It was bad. It wasn't terrible.
That's a terrible call.
From an angle, you can see or you can be tricked to believing that it was a helmet to helmet action.
Motherfucker he should get a motherfucking Oscar for that shit.
And they did touch, so they explained that New York looked at it and tried to overturn it, but if the helmets actually touch, we can't really overturn it because
you can't overturn it anyway. If they call it on the field,
they can't. New York can overturn it.
A roughing the passer.
If I'm not mistaken, they was talking about it.
I've never seen them ever be able to
overturn
nothing like that.
No, they can't overturn.
Because there's been plenty of times that a personal foul did not happen, and you can
that's
see
why
it.
That's why they like from the
they can't even call a pass interference.
It was the Saints, right? The Saints and Rams.
I'm talking about the Saints
when
Vikings.
No. Nickel Roby Coleman had hit the Saints defender. It was a blatant pass interference, and nobody called it.
And they called it in New York.
No. That enforced the change next season.
So next season they're going to start.
Well, this is old though.
So they can. So what you're saying is they can review pass interference now and reverse the.
Yes.
I've never seen it.
They were talking about.
If I'm not mistaken, they can.
They were talking about adding it next year. So that they could.
Yeah, I've never seen that, and there's plenty of games where there isn't a pass interference or is a pass interference, and they call that shit, and they leave it as is because that's the call on the field. I don't think they changed it yet, but anyway, I don't think that determined the game.
130.
I don't think that determined the game. C.J. Stroud was on one leg.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, man. The refs came back to bite them in the ass because they got some favorable calls versus the Chargers. And it is what it is. So you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
I'm weak.
That's my take on that game. That's how I felt about it after I saw it. Yeah, they were bad calls, but they weren't horrendous. They weren't actual point changing, like C.J. Stroud throwing the ball away in the end zone and not being called for a safety for anyway.
They were at some pretty rough times though. I will say that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. C.J. Stroud also can't take those type of sacks. He was holding on to the ball for a long time.
What did he get sacked 8 times?
Yeah, another guy who got sacked 8-9 times.
You lose games like that.
But it wasn't just on his line. He was holding the ball. There was a lot of times I saw a check down right there in front of him, or just somebody in an intermediate route and he's not looking for them, so he sits there and tries to make a play with his legs when he don't have no legs under him in the game.
And I don't know. Didn't they miss 2 kicks too?
I believe so. Yeah, that's why they only had 12 points. All right, so let's move on to the championships, the AFC and NFC championship round. What's your predictions? Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win? Because I have 2 different answers for that. I want Bills and Washington to go because I'm tired of Kansas City, and I don't truly believe in Philly, even though they're the best complete team. I just don't believe in Jalen Hurts. That's just how I feel about it. I don't believe in him, bro.
What is there not to believe?
The man, he averaged like 150 passing.
Does he turn the ball over?
He doesn't. Not often.
Because you want to talk about taking the ball out of somebody's hand.
That's taking the ball out of somebody's hand.
Or they put it on his hands at the 1 yard line, just like they do.
Yeah.
Just like they do for the other 1 yard line Superman. Josh Allen.
But what's y'all predictions? What y'all think? Chiefs versus Bills and Washington versus
Predictions for me is a Chiefs versus Philly. For Chiefs Bills, I think the fact that nobody on the Chiefs got an award or got in consideration for an award will be the chip on their shoulder that they really need to push them over the edge. And I don't think it's going to be a close game. I think it'll be a good game, but I don't think it'll be close. I think it'll be like, a comfortable win, 10 points, a touchdown lead for most of the game, kind of game.
Where did they play at when they played in the regular season? They were in Buffalo, weren't they?
Yeah, they was in Buffalo.
And now they're in Arrowhead.
Yeah. And
my question is, who deserved to get an award consideration on the Chiefs?
Chris Jones.
Okay. If you didn't say anybody on defense, nobody on the offense deserved it. Chris Jones and McDuffie definitely deserved to be all pros. But Chris Jones' numbers were down.
If you take into consideration how much they won,
they won a lot, but they only scored.
You can put Patrick Mahomes into consideration for MVP.
He had his worst year since
ever. A bad year from a great player is still a good year.
It's not MVP worthy though. If everybody else is putting up numbers the way they are,
he had better numbers than Josh Allen, and he won more than Josh Allen.
He had more turnovers than Josh Allen as well. Way more turnovers than Josh Allen.
He also won more than Josh Allen.
Okay, one game.
So
2 games, whatever. He didn't beat Josh Allen though.
That's a team thing.
Okay.
He didn't beat the Bills.
But anybody would say that Patrick Mahomes is on Josh Allen in every matchup.
Not the regular season.
He didn't beat Josh Allen, though. Josh Allen went out there and played a great game of football and won the game.
You could go with that. But, like I said, I think it's going to be the chip on their shoulder that they need.
I just don't think anybody on that offense deserves any type of award recognition this year because they all had very down years compared to what we are used to.
But that's not fair to say that, just because...
When everybody else in the league is putting up better numbers,
Josh Allen is not putting up better numbers. He had his worst statistical year other than turnovers. He had his best statistical year when it comes to turnovers, but when it comes to yards, when it comes to touchdowns, when it comes to I don't know
how many
about
total
QBR.
touchdowns did Josh Allen have? Not just passing, total touchdowns.
40.
Worst statistical year? 40 touchdowns?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think so. Can we look it up?
Outside of his rookie season. We're not gonna count his rookie season, right?
And every season before Diggs.
Yeah,
damn, you just taking out half his career.
No, that's not half. That's the first 2 years?
You asking me to take out half?
That's the first 2 years.
Because when did Diggs get over there? Because Josh Allen got drafted when Lamar did, 18. When did Diggs get over there? 20?
What year is it now? He was there for 2 years, 3 years.
We talking about
he was there for at least 3. It's probably 3 years. So yeah, that is kind of taking out
you taking out half his career to say, oh well, these are the worst numbers of if you take out half of his career. What? You got to compare them to the years that he didn't have Diggs and how he performed in.
This is his best year without Diggs.
This is his best year without a number one receiver. A true number one receiver.
Which made them a more efficient team.
They were efficient as hell. They put up a lot of points on a lot of different teams.
Let me turn this brightness on.
I don't think it was his worst year.
Stats.
But this was definitely Patrick Mahomes' worst year. This was definitely Travis Kelce's worst year that I've seen in 5-6 years of them. They have team success. Are we going to say that's an individual thing? You just said that's a team. He beat the Bills.
All right, so let's say rookie season, He's at 2,000 yards.
Dang, he got
Second
that
season,
much?
he was at 3,000 with 20 passing touchdowns. So, like I said, his first 2 seasons is the 2 seasons that I would say, all right, he was bad. But 2020,
he went down 600 yards from last year with 1 less touchdown.
and a lot less picks.
Yeah,
Because-
I'm just saying, bro.
Look how many times he threw the ball.
Yes, when you have a number 1 receiver, you gonna throw the ball.
And
When
There
you
was
don't,
a lot of drama with Diggs last year, demanding the ball, and so they had to
this
force feed
ain't.
him.
We ain't gonna have a constant Josh Allen segment in this bitch.
True.
We're not gonna
Hey,
keep
man.
having a Josh Allen segment where you just don't even get a man a little bit of credit. I know you hate him, but come on.
no, he's good. I'm not gonna say he's not good, but I think he is overrated. I don't think he's in my personal opinion, I do not think he's a top 3
That's fair.
quarterback.
That's fair. If you
And
gonna put Burrow, Lamar, and Mahomes, sure, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm willing to put him a little bit further down.
Who else is above him then?
That's honestly.
That's the real question.
If
If you can name me another quarterback that you would put over Josh Allen, and do not tell me Jalen Hurts.
Bro, I was about
swear
to
to
say the
God.
same thing. Please, for the
swear-
love of God, do
I
not
swear
say
for
Hurts.
Jesus, if you put
Hell-
Jalen Hurts over, man,
If Hurts,
don't do
bro,
that to me.
if you put any other quarterback in the league in this roster that Jalen Hurts has,
Let
oh
me
my.
pull up Jalen Hurts stats. Pull up. You don't want to?
I don't mind it. I don't mind
You'll
it.
see 20 rushing touchdowns.
I don't mind it.
You don't want to?
I don't
You'll
mind
see
it.
20 rushing
I
touchdowns.
just want
You got it.
to. Who? Okay. If you want to put Jalen Hurts, who else are you putting above Josh? Because you said you could put him farther down. To where?
I'm gonna let him rock at 4 right now. I'm not gonna get into that debate. I gotta. I know it's an easily lost battle, so I want to come with more statistical facts.
He said, "Hold on, let me grab him the
To,
juice right
you know,
now."
Come on next week with that shit. Because
Yeah.
I got a flag for you then, too.
You said Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. Let me see what his stats were for the year.
Hurts.
Because he's definitely not no top 4 quarterback.
Hurts numbers look like regular, mundane.
Yeah. 2,000. He didn't even hit
He had
3,000.
more
bro.
yards. He had more yards than Oh no, he didn't. He had 37. I'm tripping.
Yeah. That's why he didn't even hit 3,000.
He didn't hit 3,000.
He had 2,900.
That's crazy.
But
many touchdowns?
his QBR is up.
18
Right? So if we talk
touchdowns.
about, if we talk about his completion percentage,
You got good.
If we talk about
Dallas
his-
go there.
and he's damn near 70% with
You
completion
got
percentage,
AJ Brown.
and he's
How many passes did he throw? He didn't even throw 400.
hey, he threw
That's
350.
taking the
All you gotta do
ball
is
out of his hand.
all you gotta do is throw
They
350
took
to
the ball-
qualify.
They took the ball.
All you gotta do is throw 350 to
Look
qualify.
at how many he threw last year. He threw 538 times last
And he
year.
was still
barely hit
65%.
He threw 538 passes last year. This year he threw 361. That's taking the ball out of
I got a
somebody's
question.
hands.
I got a question. Do you
That's
think,
almost 200 less pass
Do you think?
attempts.
Do you think if Buffalo gets somebody like Derrick Henry, he's going to throw significantly less? Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do you think?
And
that
we
is-
are on the same page when it comes to Derrick Henry and Saquon
time
Barkley
out.
being.
Now I need you to look up Lamar
almost-
stats.
Yes.
I need you
Yeah.
to look up Lamar stats because
Lamar
they
never
they
threw the
did
ball
not
that much.
Exactly. We threw
Okay.
the ball more than ever he has in
this
his
year.
career.
This year
Because
they
it's-
threw the ball more because
Because of
Derrick Henry opens
Derrick
up
Henry.
the fucking pass play. So
we
if-
now have to worry about the option of we gotta really sell out for the run. So yes,
So you
the
don't have to worry
fucking-
about with Jalen Hurts and Saquon? Is that what we're talking
No,
about?
you don't see Jalen Hurts fucking running the option like that.
No, but
Why
he
not?
has way
he
better
is-
receiver core.
I personally don't think he's
Good? Me either.
I don't think he's
Are you about to make that
that
point?
athletic is what I'm getting at. I don't see him being that
He's
athletic.
like nobody's as athletic as Lamar, especially
Lamar
at
is just-
QB.
a different breed.
So I think if somebody like Josh Allen gets a
All I'm saying is your
top 3
argument.
running back,
your
he
argument
will
for-
run
Listen to what he's saying.
more and pass less.
Listen
Your
to what he's
argument for
saying.
Jalen Hurts was he got Saquon, so he didn't need to pass as much. Lamar gets Derrick Henry and
throws
needs
as-
to pass more.
And
That's what I'm.
threw more passing
that's-
touchdowns this year than he has in his whole entire career.
He threw for more.
With
This is
Derrick
his first
Henry.
4,000-yard passing season.
With Derrick Henry.
All right, can y'all listen real quick?
Uh-huh.
Just listen real quick. Lamar was never a pass the ball guy. So we are going to make you throw the ball. This is why his numbers drastically increase, because we're going to make you throw the ball. We don't believe in your arm talent. We know you can run the ball. We know you can hand it off to Derrick Henry. Pass the ball to beat us. And he did it this year. He proved that I can pass the ball. Y'all have to respect my arm.
Let's say you put, like you said, Derrick Henry on a team where a pass heavy. You thinking?
They're going to pass a whole lot less.
I don't know, a whole lot less. Because you still,
They're
if
gonna-
you're gonna load the box, I'm gonna use that against you.
They're
If I
not
have
going
the
to load
receiver-
the box, though, but they're
Why
going to
not?
play.
You got Derrick Henry back there. He's a top 2 running back.
Because if you're
You're gonna
playing
have to load
soft,
the box.
Not when you have a very capable quarterback. You can't.
Lamar is not incapable though. He's a 2-time MVP.
Nobody believed he was a very capable quarterback.
I mean, I still think he struggles with outside the number passes, but down the middle of the field, Lamar is the most accurate I've seen bruh, that dude can hit somebody running down the middle with a dude right behind him, and it's just a perfect pass.
has Jalen Hurts ever passed for 4,000?
No, I don't think so. Nah,
Yes,
he
yes,
did.
yes.
He
I'm
did.
about to say he just did it last year.
Yeah, with 520 or 500 and whatever attempts.
He didn't do it last.
He never did it.
Yeah, so
Never.
I'm just trying to
He
figure
was
out.
at 38. He was at 38. That's
They took the ball out of his hand with two great receivers, or at least one great, one good.
No,
But
Devontae
two great
Smith is a great
receivers.
receiver.
and also you going off these numbers. I forgot he missed a couple games, right? So his numbers, he's 100
He
off
missed one game. This nigga.
concussion protocol.
Okay, whatever.
And the last,
and he
didn't
still
play the
would
last
he
game.
still would have never touched Josh Allen's numbers or Lamar's numbers.
I'm just
or
saying,
any of
y'all
those
saying
numbers.
just
like,
saying the
oh, he
Eagles
didn't
weren't
get
a pass
3,000. Like
heavy
he was
team
right
either.
there. He's at 29. He's right there.
They took the ball out of his hands.
They
These
took the
mo-
ball out of his hands for sure.
way more than they did Josh Allen.
I would say just the same amount. I would say just about the same amount.
I don't agree.
Well, we'll dig into the numbers later. But,
Yeah, we still haven't even made our predictions.
because y'all want to talk about the.
I mean, you brought it
at any rate.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I went
Eagles.
Chiefs. Going Chiefs. Went Eagles. Eagles. I think it's gonna be another. I won't call it a blowout, but it'll be a comfortable win for the Eagles. At least 10 points. You can bet on Saquon to get you at least 110 on the ground. I really want to see an AJ Brown game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think we all did.
I think it's coming. It's coming. It
I
has to
needed it
come.
last week.
It has to come, right?
I literally put all my chips on that boy. I said he getting a touchdown and 65, and he didn't get none of that.
I feel like it has to come.
He
Sooner
could have
or
had
later.
it. He dropped it. It wasn't like they didn't focus on getting him the ball.
He was busy
He
reading.
was dropping balls left and right, and it made me upset.
He was busy reading his books, man.
Yeah, bro. He need to go ahead and cut that.
But yeah, that's
Read
my.
the playbook, nigga. God damn.
Those
think
my
it's gonna be a
predictions.
close game.
I think that's what I want to.
I think
as well.
Washington has a great chance of upsetting.
Now we believe in them after they.
Yeah, I think you have a little bit too much hope for them.
But think about
Detroit was on the rocker. Like Detroit.
The defense definitely was on.
Oh
IR,
yeah, for sure.
So that Philly is good.
But Jaden Daniels has not had trouble moving the ball all year, except for maybe 1 or 2 games.
Think about the second time that they played each other too. Yes, Jalen Hurts got injured very early, but guess what? Kenny Pickett still was fucking them up. Did you not just say it was 21-7?
Yeah, but that was on Saquon's back.
Exactly. Saquon's back.
Exactly.
That was on Saquon's back.
Guess who still played the defense? Guess who still played Saquon Barkley? Guess who still was keeping up with them? Guess who still came back? Guess who still won the game?
Second quarter, they scored nothing. Third quarter, 6 points. Fourth quarter, 6 points. I think Jalen Hurts drastically changes that.
He is way better than Kenny Pickett, yes. I'm just saying.
Right.
They still had to perform.
And they lost by 3 points. I just wanted to throw it out there. They lost by 3 points.
Yeah, no, it was on.
With Kenny Pickett playing.
But they were up 14 at
85% of the game? 90% of the game?
99% of the game, but I'm just saying. It was still a situation. Like, if you're up that much, you run Saquon Barkley. Jalen Hurts.
Well, we know that you're going to run, so it has to change up the game plan. And if you're not really able to throw the ball with Kenny Pickett, then you can't do much. Like, everything is going, you'll become one-dimensional.
Which is fair, and that's why I think the Eagles are going to ultimately win the game. I just think it's going to be close.
Yeah. I'm not saying Washington is going to win outright.
What's close? 3-point game?
Within a 7
No, I don't think
it'll be
within a touchdown. I think
game.
it's going to be within a touchdown. Yeah, one-score game.
I think both games are going to be one-score games. I
do too.
I think the Chiefs-Bills might even go to overtime.
I don't think they're going to let it go in overtime. The ref's not going to let it go in overtime.
That's a fucking fact.
Do you hear me?
Hey, I do.
The refs will not
let it go. You got the team that the whole community is saying the refs is helping out. And then you got the one team, a ref literally walked up to a motherfucker and said, "My bad, man.
Yeah.
We'll get him next time." And fucking pat him on the fucking head, bro.
That's nasty.
I can't believe that shit happened, nasty. Bro. I can't believe I'm watching on national TV a motherfucker apologize for a bad call and pat him on the head like, "We'll get him next time, buddy."
That's nasty. I can't.
Well,
I can't get behind that.
So y'all both going with Chiefs, Eagles.
Yeah.
And you want to be the...
No. I said who I want.
Okay. Okay.
I want the Bills to play the Commanders. Who I think is going to win? I think the Chiefs are going to win. I don't think anybody's going to try to take away their three-peat until they get to the Super Bowl. Everybody who is not a Chiefs fan does not want to see that, but the NFL definitely wants to have a three-peat.
No, I don't think so.
I believe so.
I think so.
I think they want to have a three-peat because it's something that has happened in almost every. Well, I don't know about baseball.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was a betting man, I would bet for Buffalo to win. I think.
You want to see my slip? I bet for Buffalo and Washington to win.
I think
it gives me the best payout.
That's nasty. I think that the NFL, if it's scripted, the NFL understands that they will ultimately lose if Kansas City goes back. Especially with all the referee talk that they get. It's like, people will see it like, I don't even want to watch this. They really going to think it's scripted. I think it's too nasty of a script. Though.
We said they were cheaters for years.
Yeah, but they never had the refs on their side.
It's okay.
It's different when you're cheating.
They had personnel going to other teams filming them on their side.
Well, that came out after.
No, we knew about it. Spygate was during the season when we knew. Deflategate was after the fact, and then they suspended that boy for 4 games. We knew about it immediately. It wasn't like they did a docuseries like The Last Dance. Oh, yeah, we were cheating. No, we all knew they were cheating from the get-go.
But it's a difference when you're cheating versus when you have extra help.
But that's cheating, too. No. When you're paying off refs, that's cheating.
Yeah, but so for example, like with basketball, when the Kobe Shaq versus the Kings, and it was a discrepancy of the fouls, it's like that felt different than cheating. It felt like, man, this is scripted. Like cheating versus a script to me are two totally different things.
Sure. And the Chiefs had 11 games where they had less penalties than everybody else.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying it'll feel more scripted versus they're cheating to win.
I don't even like that stat because you're not getting as many. Even the free throws with basketball, it's like, bro, you're shooting threes all game. How the hell are you expecting to get this to the line as much as somebody who's driving? But it's the same as the Chiefs. The Chiefs has been there before.
'Cause I hate women's basketball.
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Yeah, bro. You're like, damn.
But I'm leaving. But you know,
I'm sorry. I hate college. It's women's college basketball like that. It's not professional.
It's professional too. They doing the same thing, bro.
They're not professionals.
No, I'm just saying, like they go into.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there. You get Jeff Teague. Relax now.
Nah, Jeff Teague will beat anybody in the WNBA.
Yes, 100%.
That's not even a debate.
Jeff Teague now.
Jeff Teague now retired.
Jeff Teague in 5 years. I'm gonna go with Jeff Teague.
Yeah, facts. But that's a professional basketball player.
All right, then you're about to have a lot to cut out.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not cutting it out.
No,
I'm not cutting. If we left the Ray Rice thing, we're leaving this.
That shit was bad, though.
I left the whole Ray Rice punching bitches thing in the fucking thing.
As you should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
So it's staying. We're just gonna be a little controversial. But it's okay.
Hey, but everybody know what we said is true. The WNBA is some ass.
Grayson, that's her name?
It's gonna get better when there's better guards. When Paige, Buckers, and Juju get in there, it's gonna give Caitlin some competition at the guard position.
You think they'll change the draft process? When I say draft process, I mean allowing people to come out after 2 years versus doing all 4.
They should, because it doesn't make no sense to keep a girl that good who can obviously play in the W in college. Now, with the NILs and shit like that, I don't even know if women basketball get a lot of NILs like that. I know that's more so like...
They ramping up.
Oh, yeah, I get that. But my problem with the W right now is they don't market to women. They're marketing it to men when they could literally market this to women who are begging us to get on this. It's like, y'all not even giving them the right sponsors. They should have CoverGirl. They should have YoPlay or whatever the fuck it's called. L'Oreal.
I'm not going to go down this path.
I don't think they have enough female-oriented sponsors to make females watch it. It's all on the men to watch that shit. And just because I like basketball doesn't mean I like types of basketball.
Can you agree, right?
That's like me saying I like the the NBA, but I don't like the Big Three. I don't care for the Big Three.
No.
I don't like a point system where you got to get to 50. Ew. Just play on a timer.
I don't mind.
Why is everybody playing?
They're old for one. They're old, so I don't mind that's like street ball a little bit. It's almost like professional and one. Yeah,
I would never go see the Big Three.
I would never go see it.
There's not enough talent in the Big Three for me to even care to watch it.
It's talent in the
Joe
Big Three.
Johnson is the best person in the Big Three. And then
talent in the Big Three.
Nick Young don't play. He's a coach.
It is talent in the Big Three. Can we agree?
Gatino.
He said nope.
Like you said, they old as shit, and then half of them got their brothers playing with them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my brother was overseas. I'm gonna play with him. Man, come on. I don't care about this overseas nigga, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but
I'll be honest. I don't care about the Big Three.
That's what they gotta get.
They
in competition with the NBA. The NBA don't subsidize them or
they are not
try
in
to
competition with the NBA.
they have to be because they're not partners.
They're not gonna be in competition with the NBA ever.
They should be partners, is what I'm saying.
I agree.
The motherfucking WNBA not in competition with the NBA,
and they are partner. Anyway, so I guess we all made our predictions. What's the timer looking like? Because then I can just start the next one. What you call it? All right,
3 minutes.
We
might as well. Let me get on this real quick.
The
WNBA to market. Okay. Basketball. Women watch NBA.
Yeah,
they sure
All
do.
right. Women know WNBA exists.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my point.
Well, now, women don't even want to watch WNBA
because it's not marketed for them.
It's
not entertaining.
It's not entertaining. So this is gonna get some flack, and I don't care. Lower the rim.
No.
Let them dunk.
No.
Why?
Why not?
You already make the ball smaller.
Okay, listen to this.
So you know
their hands are smaller. They still don't have that much jumping ability.
They don't have a vertical, so why not allow them to dunk?
So how low will it be?
9 feet. Lower it 1 feet, and you give
How many women do you think are dunking on 9 feet?
I think it's significantly more.
Only centers.
No, you would have someone like Diana Taurasi out there dunking too.
She can't dunk. No sir.
Not at 10 feet.
Not on 9 either.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it.
I don't think it's.
I think Angel Reese might be able to jump up there.
No,
for 9 feet.
Bro, she got a 2-inch
6'3"?
vertical. She got a 2-inch vertical, bro.
Man, I'm telling you, lowering the rims. You would have to lower the rims to 7.5 to actually see some dunks.
8.
Brittany Griner would be like Vince Carter at that point.
And we need to see one of them. We need a half
But it
woman,
will
half
only-
amazing. That's all I'm saying. Like, bro,
It will
make
only
it entertaining.
it will look bad though because now
Fundamental basketball is terrible.
Shots, the whole game will have to change, and that's disgusting. That's a disgusting downfall for them. They need to stick to threes.
It shouldn't be the same game because if you look at college women's basketball is played with 4 quarters. That has never been a thing for men's basketball. College women's basketball also has like
I think that's stupid though. That's just from me. I think
it's dumb
2 halves
too.
is dumb.
Sure.
Because you don't play like that
It's
at any
dumb.
level
Never.
except for college.
That's
the
2 halves
only
is dumb as fuck.
I agree. It's dumb for the men to do it, but they have a differentiation between what women and what men do. So why are we sitting here holding them to the standard of play like the NBA? They have less minutes in their games anyway? Isn't it 10-minute quarters?
Yeah, that's the difference.
No, it should be a little bit more.
There's
also a
entire
different
aspect
ball.
of the game.
Their hands are smaller, man. If you look at,
I ain't asking you to fucking palm the ball.
Man,
shoot the bitch. You act like you didn't grow up with a boy ball.
No, they gotta be able to. They gotta be able to do the jellies and shit, man. You know, the under the rims.
But they don't. That's the problem.
All right, we over. We get off of this, cause that could go down a real bad rabbit hole.
I'm willing to go down it. I'm willing to go down it.
I just think that women's basketball is.
You out of here?
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, T-Lane.
Wanted to finish the segment.
Take it easy, my boy.
Absolutely.
All right. Start this one.
Let's talk about fixing our NBA team. So as you see, I'm a Heat fan. You want to stay? You want to stay?
Not the.
Hold on.
We'll make it quick. We'll let you go first.
Yeah.
Let's go back over. We'll let you go first.
Damn,
All right.
man.
He said, damn, man. And then we'll talk about coaches and then Pro Bowl shit. So we'll start with you since you're on a time constraint.
Hold on now. This thing reversible. Shit. It's fucked up on that side. But just back in the day, this jacket was cool. But fixing the Bulls. So it was either 2020, 2022, somewhere around that time frame. The Bulls were actually a pretty good team. They at one point was the number 1 seed in the East. Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball,
DeMar DeRozan.
And what happened? Lonzo got injured. What happened to the Bulls after that? Phew! One simple change. So, fixing the Bulls, get a good forward.
Okay.
That can score from pretty much. They don't have to be like an outside threat. If they can score from the inside the key, kind of can facilitate and stuff like that. That'd be great. Get a good point guard. It doesn't even have to be somebody like a superstar. Like I would love like De'Aaron Fox or something like that. But if you get like I'm trying to think of middle of the pack.
Not a lot of middle of the pack guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
That's
Drew Holiday would.
though.
He's.
That's not gonna happen.
I mean, it's not gonna happen, but it's a
Yeah,
hypothetical.
it's a hypothetical. Talking about fixing the
Someone
team.
like a Drew Holiday.
Yes, that would
Someone
be
like
perfect.
what about a Marcus Smart?
That'd be good too.
Marcus
But I
Smart
think
is plausible.
Drew Holiday would be perfect for our team.
Maybe.
They were.
He is injury prone though.
But
Over the past couple
he's
years.
very efficient.
I think you keep Zach LaVine. Don't make him the focal point of the offense. Because he's never going to be good enough to be that. Not if we're talking about trying to win championships. But keep him on the team. He was a very, very valuable player. He was a great compliment to DeRozan when he was there. And like I was saying, like with Lonzo Ball, we were winning fucking games. Keep Vucevic too. I think he's a great asset as well. He's versatile. He's not very great at defending in the paint or anything like that. But when it comes, he gets the boards when he needs them. He can score from pretty much anywhere on the court. Kobe White is great. He's a great six man. I don't think he should be our starting point guard. But he is a great, great, great six man. He would add so much energy coming off the bench if we had a solid starting five. And then you add one more depth piece to the bench, a rotational player, and I think that's a team.
You keeping Lonzo?
Not now. He was out of the league for basically 3 years. Like that, you don't come back for that. He's
very
basketball
untradeable too. I don't think anybody's gonna trade for him.
And nobody's getting Zach LaVine either because of that contract. Yeah. That's one of the worst contracts in NBA history. But
Tobias Harris is up there too. I'm surprised he got to the Detroit Pistons.
Y'all gonna act like Bradley Beal don't exist?
Oh no, we can. We can.
Oh, that shit is
we can
bad.
talk about it, but I agree with that. The Bulls are a couple pieces away from being competitive for sure.
Who is the Bulls starting five right now? You got Kobe, you got Levine,
Vucevic,
Dosomo, Ayo Dosomo.
Yeah,
That's how you say his name.
And
because
I'm pretty sure they got Levine at the 3.
Thaddeus Young. Who the fuck is the 4 out
Is
there?
Thaddeus Young still?
No,
Yeah,
fucking got his fucking player
Who
card.
is out here, man?
I'm pretty sure it's Patrick Williams. If
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
Patrick Williams. Yeah.
Okay.
AKA Thaddeus Young.
Maybe Reggie Evans.
And that dude is fucking spotty, man. Patrick Williams,
that's why the Celtics had to let him go.
And then who's off the bench? Who let's say three players off the bench that you believe in.
No, believe in? Oh, I don't know.
I feel like they're a lot more than 2 or 3 players away.
Oh yeah, for sure. To be so if we got to specify what we're talking about. Being competitive in the league, or are we talking about building a championship team? Because that's a big difference.
Yeah, there's a huge difference.
Because that Bulls team was competitive, but they weren't winning no fucking championship. That DeRozan Levine ball team.
I mean, once you get in the playoffs, things can happen.
Yeah, like the fucking 8 seed Heat. Like
things can happen once you get
But
in the
if we're
playoffs.
talking about probability and what's likely to happen, they weren't winning no championship. Not with that team. They that was a piece away from being a really good team. I feel like if we had another good big, they would have made some noise.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's time to just go ahead and blow it up, rebuild.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
They waited too fucking long to do that. Now we're at a point where nobody wants Levine, nobody wants Ball.
Or you could go pick up the other ball, brother.
That man was a turnover.
I
was hoping you were that motherfucker.
I know you ain't talking about LaMelo. LaMelo is not leaving Charlotte.
He's not, and I wouldn't want him on my team. That's like basically having another
in free agency, he might, but they're not trading the boy.
No, yeah, they're not trading him. But
he's the only person on that team that even remotely does anything positive.
Brandon Miller.
The fact
before he got hurt.
The fact that he wasn't an all-star starter kind of pissed me off.
In the East.
Yeah. As a guard, he's playing better than Dame.
Yeah, but you got Darius Garland.
He's playing better than all the guards in the East right now.
He's
averaging
worst
30.
Team.
He's averaging 30.
Look at the rest of his stats, bro.
He is on the worst team. It's like Jordan Poole. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Jordan Poole was ass the first, and this
Jordan
year
Poole been cooking.
This year.
So that's what I'm saying. You cooking on a bad team. We don't give a fuck about that.
What's their record?
They've won 4 games.
Who?
No.
Charlotte
got some wins.
4 games.
They got like 9 or something like that.
They must have won some games within the last week or so.
36. Hell,
bro.
No.
They might be. Washington is the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
They're at 6-28 or some. It's bad.
When I checked this was like 2 weeks ago, and they only had like 4 wins then. Because I thought I was like, I was trying to figure out a game to go to, and I was like, I want to see LaMelo play. What the record looking like? And I said, oh my god.
Oh, no, it's bad.
What's their record?
Don't get it twisted now. Hold on now. 11-29.
That's bad.
6-37 Washington.
Who is the starters for the East?
All-Star?
Garland.
But you got Jalen Brunson. Come on, you got Tyrese Halliburton. You got Cade.
They 15-27. We talking about trash teams. Tyrese Maxey.
Halliburton is what I said.
He's trash.
He's not trash.
He is a parlay buster.
I think he's overrated.
He is a parlay buster.
Depends on what you parlaying now.
I do the assist, points, rebound combo because that's what he is. He's an all around guard. And motherfucker don't hit it.
You gotta do the 3-pointers, man.
Hell no.
He hit.
Hell no.
So yeah, I know, man. No.
LaMelo should have still got some votes.
No, he'll be coming off the bench.
Yeah, he'll be a reserve, but
Trae Young, I'm gonna take Trae Young as a starter over LaMelo, especially this year.
Because that's exactly how LaMelo is playing right now. It's like Trae Young from like 2 or 3 years ago when he was putting up like 28 points, but he was shooting like 30%.
And Trae Young was a starter. No. When he was putting up 28 on a bad team, he was still a starter.
Well, they weren't a bad team. They were a playoff team. Trae Young ain't missed the playoffs.
Trae Young ain't been. He didn't go to the playoffs last year.
He was hurt last year?
No, he played.
I thought they went to the playoffs.
I don't think so. Who did they lose against?
It was first round if they did.
I don't think they went to the playoffs last year.
Or maybe they lost in the play-in.
Yeah, they might have lost in the play-in. They're a play-in team for sure.
I think, actually, you know what? I think they lost to us in the play-in.
Yeah. And then y'all lost to the Heat?
Yep.
Yeah. Bums.
Anyway, he doesn't deserve it. I don't think he deserves
That's exactly what happened.
Damn, I don't think he deserves starter. Like I said, Darius Garland exists, Jalen Brunson exists, and then Cade Cunningham exists.
Cade Cunningham.
I'm gonna take all three of them before I take LaMelo as the starter because they all have winning records.
Great year.
Yeah.
Pistons are like 500.
That's winning.
That's not
losing.
That's not a winning record.
It's not losing. It's not a losing record.
Middle of the pack record.
It's not a losing record.
You're right. It's not a losing record.
So if it's not losing, it's winning.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works. But
it works something like that. Detroit is over 500.
What are they, 23-21?
23-21.
Yo, that's crazy.
They over 500. So yeah. I'm taking those three before I take
Cade definitely. Okay, sure. Darius Garland is not the reason his team is winning. They have a really.
It's arguable. He plays a vital piece.
Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley.
He has
Donovan Mitchell.
He has a prominent piece.
I mean, he's a starting point guard. He is a prominent.
He is averaging 20 plus. He's doing his thing. If you fucking put Ty Jerome as the starting point guard, he does not average 20.
Hell no.
All right then. So Darius Garland.
Hell no.
Has some significance in that lineup. How we fixing the Heat, man?
Huh?
How we fixing the Heat?
Trading Bam, trading Jimmy.
Oh, you blowing it up?
Yeah. Either you keep Hero or you keep Bam. You do not keep both.
Why? I think I would keep Hero
because Bam has had the biggest regression I've ever seen in his life this year.
Is it similar
with the ball in his hand?
Is it similar to Hassan Whiteside?
No, that would fall off the cliff. Boy,
that motherfucker vanished. He said,
"Yeah, I don't know what happened to Hassan."
That shit was crazy, and I really believed in that motherfucker too, bro. I was like, "This dude's the truth."
Me and you both, but
damn.
Either you trade Bam, which I would trade Bam over Hero right now. You trade Jimmy, of course, and you trade Jaquez, however you say his name.
Jaime Jaquez? Yeah,
you gotta get rid of him. His 3-pointer is not consistent enough. I would trade whoever want to take the bait on Duncan. Take it. That contract is stupid. He shouldn't have got paid that much just for a 3-point shooter. He doesn't play no defense. I'm sorry. You gotta. The bench roles are terrible. We have no bench. Why is Kevin Love still on my team?
He's still fucking playing.
He hoops. He averages 4.6 a game.
No.
He's only played in 15 of our games.
Yes, so I think that's the problem is that when he plays, sometimes he hoops when he plays.
Bro, get him off my team.
He's effective. I think he's very effective.
The best ability that you have is availability. Get the fuck off my team. The fact that we have Ware as our starting point guard right now, Khalil Ware or whatever his name is, who is he? Who? Like, come on, bro. Like, the Heat have gotten to a point where they think that it doesn't matter who we put out there, we're going to be competitive, and it's not competitive anymore. You're playing against better teams that have made the moves to see. The Heat missed their window when they went to the finals in the bubble. You had to, one, build off that team. The fact that you didn't want to trade Tyler Hero both times
means you got to keep him now.
Yeah, you got to keep him. You have to keep him because you believe so much in this man. You did not want to upgrade your roster when you had Bam playing at a 20-point, 10-rebound clip. You had Jimmy Butler playing the best basketball that he was playing since he played in Philly when he had them.
So what target? Let's just say we trade.
De'Aaron.
Or you guys trade.
You need to go get De'Aaron. You need to go get someone like
Chris Middleton.
DeMontis Sabonis. Hell no, not Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton, it does not make our team better.
You don't make it work. Jimmy, let's just say you trade.
You're not trying to move laterally. You're trying to go up,
to
bro.
stay the same, bro.
Yeah, but Jimmy is better than. Chris Middleton is better than Jimmy at this point for y'all team. Correct.
A lot of players are better for our team because Jimmy's going out there and putting up 9 shots a game and thinking that is effort.
So that's a boost.
You are our star.
I think that's a boost for you.
I don't think it is because he doesn't create his own shot.
So let's talk
he
about
can't create a shot for himself or his teammates. Chris Middleton is a spot up shooter who could possibly get a backdoor cut. He needs someone else to make his game elevate. And if he goes to the Heat as the primary scorer, he's gonna look like ass.
Well, Tyler Hero is going to be the primary scorer, but
I think.
Well, let's talk about what's already in the works. Is the Bradley Beal?
I don't want Bradley.
No, I don't think y'all would get Bradley. I think it would be a 3-team trade where y'all would get Chris Middleton. Bradley Beal would go to Milwaukee and
Jimmy
to Phoenix. So amongst some other pieces being moved around in there, I don't know. Obviously how the money plays out and all things of that nature. But when you say trade Bam, it's like, what realistically do you think you could get for Bam?
You get Vucevic.
And I would take that.
You can't get Vucevic.
They're not going to get better.
You get Mitchell Robinson?
I don't want him either. He's not. Hell no, we're not trading Bam for no Mitchell Robinson. At that point, you got to package picks and everything with Bam in order to get somebody that's a worthy center. The fact that they have a power forward. The fact that they have this power forward of Bam Adebayo playing center, and I've had people argue that Bam is not undersized. Yes, he is for a center. He's 6'10". He is smaller than KD. Playing center, and then you want to brag about
KD 6'9".
KD is 7 foot.
Bro, when he came into
the
league, they said he was 6'11".
I'm just saying what he say.
He's 7 foot.
He say he's 6'9".
He's a 7-footer.
Just saying what he say.
He's a 7-footer.
I don't give a fuck what he say.
But
an inch taller than LeBron? Yeah, right.
At this point, you trade everybody for draft picks. For all I give a shit.
Oh, you just want to rebuild?
We're not. The Heat are mediocre as hell. The way to fix it
is the East, man. Anything can happen in the East.
Sure,
y'all can be better than fucking Detroit this year.
We're cool. You saying nothing to me? You're saying nothing.
Again, we're not talking about competing. We're talking about building.
Man, when y'all went to the finals, 2022?
We shouldn't have been there.
But you didn't think that y'all should be there. So
we also had way better role players. Caleb Martin was better than anything we have on our team right now. Our starting lineup was not bad.
But that's what I'm saying is, if you guys retool, y'all have a very, I don't want to call it easy system, but y'all have a very workable system with certain people to where...
Well, they're going to be wanting a star back for Jimmy anyway, and Chris Middleton does not move the ball. And we're not getting. They don't know what Bradley Beal doesn't want to go anywhere but Milwaukee, so he's not coming to us because he has a no trade, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So at this point, you're either gonna ride it out for the season to be over.
What about Bobby Portis? Well, what if we get a Bobby Portis and a
I'll take Bobby Portis
and a Chris Middleton.
That moves us to maybe the 6th seed, as opposed to playing in the play-in, which is fine. But we're still not going nowhere. We're not beating Boston. We're not beating the Knicks.
You could beat the Knicks.
No, we can't. Not currently constructed.
You could beat the Knicks.
Josh Hart averages 9.6 rebounds. Guess how many rebounds fucking Bam averages? 10. Fuck out of here.
Josh Hart is an anomaly. He's.
I would love
players.
Josh Hart to be on the Heat right now. A gritty player that knows how to go and get the ball, hustle. He shoots the ball well. He does a lot of things playmaker-wise well. I would take a Josh Hart.
There's not a lot of those guys out there.
Damn, man, if the Bulls could somehow...
I would take a Marcus Smart. I would take that. That's why I was kind of pissed that Jimmy didn't want to go to Memphis, because we were going to get Marcus Smart back. And that doesn't move the bar as far as replacing Jimmy, but we at least get a steady hand at the point guard position.
Okay.
If y'all had a prolific scorer with another, like, Mario Chalmers...
I don't know. I don't. To be honest, there's no way to fix the Heat at this point.
Yeah, like, that's why it's a hypothetical, because there's no way to fix the Bulls either with their fucking contract situations that they have with multiple players and just the straight-up situations that they've been in, like Lonzo's.
But you think that your Phoenix Suns can be fixed?
You can fix the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, for sure.
In my opinion.
What would you do to fix it?
So let's just assume that the trade is going to happen when we get Jimmy Butler, right? I think a Jimmy Butler allows D-Book to go back to point guard. I think Tyus Jones should be coming off the bench, playing secondary offense.
Before Chris
yes.
Paul, he was a point guard?
No. After Chris Paul left, he went to point guard. When
Y'all-
our first year of D-Book, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, he was running point.
And I thought that was not. That's not his role.
No, it's not his role.
But why would you want him back at point?
Because he needs to initiate offense. I think he needs to get it going early. I think when he gets going early, it's easier for everybody else to get going around him. If he doesn't get going, then we start relying a lot more on Kevin Durant iso ball, and you see a lot of people just standing and watching, and that can go downhill really fast. So I think Devin Booker ran offense is more valuable than a true point guard ran offense for us, that is. Because then you will have Jimmy Butler playing a Draymond Greenish role. He's a better defender than Bradley Beal.
For sure.
Without a doubt.
Bradley Beal never plays defense.
And he wouldn't be asked to be a offensive player per se. So it's to me, I think once the trade happens, I think a roster, a lineup adjustment is really what'll fix Phoenix in the long haul.
I personally think that if y'all got rid of, like, you're basically saying what I'm about to say, but if you got rid of some firepower and took, like, focus on more centered to certain people, that would help you out a lot.
I don't think Yusuf Nurkic is a problem. I think if he comes in with I think if he's a second unit guy, because we just got Nick Richards and Mason
That would be
Plumlee.
a great second unit piece.
That's why I'm saying that if we can get him.
Where y'all sit at in the West right now? 10th.
You weren't supposed to say that too loud. That was
10th.
supposed to be under the radar. I think
That's kind of crazy.
I think it's 10th. We might be
I can't
ninth.
think
We
of-
might be ninth.
I can't think of 9.
Bro, the
teams
way
in the West
that
that are better than
NBA's,
y'all.
like, upper echelon
Yeah, we
be
10th.
shifting is insane.
We 10th, but it's close. It's close.
The Lakers are 5th. It's crazy.
The
The Clippers.
We also close to being out. 10th.
Golden State's at 11.
Damn, man. The Spurs still not winning games.
They getting there though. I think
Even with Jimmy, y'all not beating the top 4 people. Y'all not
we
beating
could beat
OKC.
Houston.
Oh,
I think we could beat.
I forgot they were up there.
We could
My
beat
bad.
Houston,
Houston's in the top. What the?
and I think we could beat Memphis.
Y'all not beating OKC,
I don't think so. No.
and y'all not beating.
Yes, I think Denver can be beat. I think Denver can be beat.
I don't.
Will it happen in the playoffs? Probably not.
Y'all don't have the size to compete with Denver.
Well, we do if Nurkic and fucking Plumlee and Richards and
Plumlee.
he's gonna be the hat guy. Like I think at that point he'll be the hat guy. Like rough him up. You know he's the throwaway out of there.
I don't think that's getting it done. I don't think that's getting it done, buddy.
Oh fuck. Fucking Jokic is obviously a different breed. I mean,
You not fucking with Chet, Shea.
let's
Jalen.
assume they get healthy, right? They're probably the best team in the West. OKC.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I'm not. I
And
think
then Memphis is an uphill battle. I don't think y'all are neck and neck with them.
Memphis to me is. I don't know.
Houston is the only anomaly that nobody imagined to be their second seed right now.
They're
That's
well coached.
Crazy.
They're well coached.
Yeah, Udoka. Yeah, that nigga will go to war for his players. I don't know why. I mean, Boston won without him, but I wouldn't. Fuck it.
Well,
He was doing some
Yeah, they had
shit. Yeah.
Don't bring that back up. He's trying to beat all that
Cheating
right
on
now.
Nia Long is crazy. I don't care
Don't
what year
give
it
a
is.
fuck what you look like.
Care what year it is. You cheating on Nia Long is crazy.
He don't give a fuck what it look like. What it feel like.
I think your team has the best chance of being fixed.
I think it's
based off of your roster as is, and you can. Bradley Beal is.
even if we keep Bradley Beal, I think
You're not.
no, we're not keeping Bradley
That dude
Beal.
don't want to be there. Y'all don't. Want to be there.
The trade is going to happen. That's why we just traded for first round picks. So it's going to happen.
Hopefully, most of them first come to Miami.
They probably will, cause y'all gonna take the.
We're gonna take
the
the
shit
lesser
end
of
of
the
the deal.
deal. We'll take
Yeah.
Chris Middleton and the picks for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see what comes of it. I'm excited to see what comes of it. Once the trade happens, I want to see, the details of the trade, who exactly we get, who we lose. As long as, in my opinion, as long as we don't lose Grayson Allen and or Royce O'Neal, then I think we'll have a solid 8-man rotation.
Who's your coach?
Coach Bud Budenholzer.
Damn,
Milwaukee Bucks.
That's crazy. I would have thought he would have got y'all a little bit more right than what y'all is, but
Yeah, a lot of people thought that, but I think they're running an offense, and I don't think this is a runner offense type of team. I think this is a run and gun type of team where we got to get up shots because we don't have defenders. We don't have a good defense, so I think we have to play more of a Charlotte-based game where it's running. It's a fast-paced game.
y'all also don't have the athletes to keep doing that too. They're old. KD old.
KD is not old.
Booker does not play that way.
He can.
He can, but it's not sustainable.
It is.
It isn't.
He's a volume shooter. 71. 70.
He's a volume shooter.
Was it
but
71? He
yeah,
scored 71.
That's cool.
He's a volume shooter. He can run. He could do it.
He's a spot up shot.
I think that's why we went and got Richards, because they're realizing that this is about to be a running gun type of team, and we have to run. And Nurk is not a runner. So I think he's second unit. I think he's gonna come off the bench and be second unit. I don't think we trade him. I don't think he falls out of rotation. I think he goes to second unit.
That's unfortunate too, because that dude was solid in Portland.
Yeah, he was. He's solid for us. He just not solid for us.
Not enough.
Yeah,
Right,
like he has a different kind of
Take it easy, my boy.
offensive scheme to run. For sure.
What's the timer looking like?
77 seconds.
Alright.
Obviously, I made that up.
Well, we just gonna stop
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
77.
Alright. That's enough about fixing the teams that probably won't ever get fixed.
Phoenix get fixed.
I don't know.
All-Star?
Yeah, All-Star game and Pro Bowls.
Where you want to start, football or basketball?
We'll stay with basketball real quick since that was the last topic. I don't like. I do not like this new format of a tournament inside of the All-Star game.
It is stupid.
I don't understand it. It's not asking for more All-Stars, so you're still picking from the same pool. I don't understand it for real.
I think it'll play out better than we expect it to.
It probably will, but
it is stupid.
I will say Adam Silver has hit on things that I thought were dumb. Like the in-season tournament, I think that's dumb still. I don't really like it, but it gives better play during the regular season. It gives them something to play for when it doesn't really fucking matter.
Agreed. I can agree to that. But this All-Star setup is weird. I'll call it weird. I'll call it stupid. I'll call it a one-hit wonder. This is going to be the only year it's like this.
They'll go back to the drawing board.
Unless they're doing this to supplement the 65 game rule, where players aren't getting first team All-Pro and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, if you get All-Star, then it's different than being first team All-Pro, and we know yada yada this, that, and the third, and contract situations. I think that's probably what they're thinking in their head, because we saw a lot of people who should have been first team All-Pro or any All-Pro team not make it due to the 65 game rule.
Yeah. And
so I think that's a possibility of mind frame of why this is going this way. But it's gonna be a weird
I'm not excited about the All-Star game at all. Or not even just the All-Star weekend, to me, is a dud. The dunk contest has been bleh since Aaron Gordon lost the second time when he should have won both times.
Yeah, no more. You don't see superstars entering dunk contests.
Yeah.
The 3-point is like, who really cares about the 3 points?
The 3-point contest they had with the WNBA girl, Sabrina. That was pretty. I mean, it was entertaining enough, but all of it is terrible. The skills challenge is. What's the skills challenge now?
How the fuck are we gonna get this cover girl? I'm just asking, man.
Why is she the face of the team?
The biggest one.
Anyway, you trying to get me canceled, man.
Anyway,
I don't know. I just don't think any of the All-Star is. Nobody plays for real. Nobody cares about it too much. It's kind of just a weekend to take a rest. And
for sure.
I don't think there's a really easy way to fix that, because the way that the league is set up now is
niggas gonna rest.
Yeah, it's set up for people to not take risk like that.
I think
because why take that risk when you can play for a championship or play for a playoff spot? Like, it just doesn't make sense to these guys no more. Back in the day, it was a bigger thing to be named an All-Star.
For sure.
Now it's a popularity contest. Some guys don't even be playing for real. Like, the fact that Jimmy Butler was leading over Tyler Hero didn't make sense to me.
Well, that's just votes, and the votes only count for the starters, right? If you're a starter, it's because the people want to see you start, and so.
But if I ain't seen you in the regular season, why am I voting for you?
Because you have a name. Jimmy Butler isn't gonna make the All-Star,
and he shouldn't. He shouldn't.
He won't.
I'll
be sure. I'll assure you he won't.
I hope not.
I think the coaches and stuff pick the reserves, and
Yeah.
it's like small percentage that go to the fan base. He won't make it. He won't make it. I'm almost 100% positive. Jimmy Butler will not make it. Devin Booker might not make it as well. That's up for grabs. We'll see what happens with him. But I'm not for basketball. I'm not looking for so much. Like I'm cool with the All-Star game itself and everything it has going on, because it's like, how much more can they really do when it comes to basketball except play basketball? So, you know, it is what it is. I don't think they can improve much other than style of All-Star game. Now, that's what I want to happen for them. Is we'll get to that, but yeah, I don't see anything changing much for the NBA. It's always going to be what it is, except for gameplay style, like what we expect to see, how the quarters shake out, or how tournament set up, or play to this number plus 21, all that bullshit. It is what it is. It's just going to be basketball. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be basketball. It's going to be the highest level athletes playing basketball, and that's just what to expect. There's no real improvement that can happen for anything All-Star Weekend.
I would rather them just play like they at LA Fitness, man. Like when they go out in the off season and there's a whole group of NBA players, they playing. When they in the All-Star game, everybody's sitting on the sideline or sitting on the side to watch a nigga do a dunk that he could have did in a dunk contest. Like, bro, play basketball. What they're doing is not basketball to me. It's just
fun.
Yeah, and I don't like it.
It's for fun.
I don't like it.
Okay,
it's bragging rights.
Mr. Competitive.
But it's bragging rights to be like, yo, our conference has better players than yours.
Not anymore.
Exactly. It's not like that anymore.
It won't ever go. I don't think it'll ever go back to that.
It can't. It can't, in my opinion. It just, the culture has changed and shifted to, it's acceptable to rest because you played a back-to-back. What? You're not hurt, though. But we don't want him to be hurt. You get paid millions of dollars to go out here and play basketball when all of us are out here struggling to go to the shipyard. Like,
well, they play through injury. A lot of players play through nicks and things of that nature.
As they should.
But when you have a bigger goal in mind, why waste it on one game possibly? You know, like
what is the bigger goal for Philly?
Because to get healthy, to get actually healthy.
Then sit the motherfucker until he's healthy and stop playing him in one game, and then sitting him for the next game and thinking that you're gonna win.
Well, they have long-term plans for Joel Embiid, right? To try to
that window is
create his, extend his career, because he's a 7-footer with a lot of weight, and those don't actually last long in the NBA. So,
Philly has the worst trainers in the NBA. They proved that with almost all their draft picks in the last 10 years. Half of them didn't even play the first year.
I don't know what to do with that. But that's just bad. When it comes to the football Pro Bowl,
yeah,
my suggestion for them is to go to flag football.
That's what they're doing.
That's what they should do, and it should be actual flag football rules. Because obviously with the Olympics coming up and that being a thing, it should just showcase, the flag football talent of NFL players, so that they can get some practice or some kind of whatever to know what's going on with flag football. Obviously, I don't know the rule difference between actual football and flag football because I'm not in flag football.
I think the main thing is you can't
Smack a hand down and stuff like that. I know
and
small
like
stuff.
that. Yeah.
But I think it's probably a little bit more minute details that
For sure.
weird shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, give them a chance to learn the rules, things to do, things not to do. That's really it.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have an issue with the Pro Bowl. I think they're making the right changes. Because you don't want to go out there and have a Sean Taylor knocking somebody out type shit again. You don't really need to play tackle at that point.
The fans want it.
I mean, but for why?
Why
the
not?
Season's over.
It's the best players.
The only thing I would say is put the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl, like it used to be. Because when you take it before the Super Bowl, you taking a lot of the best players out who are playing in the Super Bowl because they don't want to get hurt fucking around.
As they should.
So put that shit at the end and then let them decide, oh no, my season's over, I won a Super Bowl, or my season's over, I lost a Super Bowl, I don't want to go. As opposed to just being like, well, we got to get alternates like Tyler Huntley.
That was just bad. I don't think even if they went back to after the Super Bowl, I don't think Super Bowl players should play in the Pro Bowl. They just played in the Super Bowl.
They got voted.
Yeah, but I don't want to see them. Like honestly, just because we know you got voted, so it could go on your resume or whatever. But man, we just saw you. I'm good on you.
But if we're gonna put them in the flag football Olympics, why not see them play flag football? This is a whole different game. It's not as physically tolling on your body. It should be a lot easier to go out there. I'm not even going to say that because that's disrespect to all the flag football players out there. Yeah. I'm not going to say it's easier to go play flag, but it's easier on your body.
It's easier for NFL players to go play flag. That's fair to say.
I mean,
it's not easier for regular people to go play flag.
Have you seen the dude who actually is like the USA flag? Like he's gonna be the captain for the Olympic team.
They don't have helmets. That makes it easier. They don't have shoulder pads. That's
why I said on their body. It's easier on your body to not have all this equipment on you, and you can freely move around.
Okay.
But you can still tear your ACL. You can still rupture your fucking Achilles. It's not like you're taking that out of the game because it's still putting a lot of weight on explosive moves. But I just think I don't know, bro. It's a different game. Let's see you play it. If you're not as good as it, then why would I ask you to come to my Olympic team?
Fair. That's fair.
But as far as like the skills challenges, I like the skill challenges for the Pro Bowl. I like all that. But All-Star, I watch Celebrity All-Star before I watch NBA All-Star. I want to see Kai Cenat get an MVP.
I do not watch the celebrity games. I watch the highlights of the celebrity games. I'm good on the celebrity games.
It's hilarious to me. I have
it entertainment.
Is funny. I get entertainment. It is
funny. I would agree. It's funny.
I don't get no entertainment out of watching basketball players play pickup dunk contests, 3-point
pickup friendlies.
Yeah, like who the hell who can shoot from the farthest? Like, bro, I don't care to watch this. I can do this with my friends.
Yeah. Basketball is basketball. It's not much they can do. Like, unless you put money on the line type shit, it's not much they can do.
I'm pretty sure if you win the All-Star game, you get a bonus.
Everybody gets a bonus, but it's not enough of
one
a bonus.
Is like $25,000, another $50,000. Nobody cares about that when you're making $20
but if it was I got a question. If it was all or nothing, right? So if instead of
that would be great.
Instead of 25 and 50, if it was 75 or 0,
it would make a motherfucker be like, I'm sending you home with nothing. I'm sending you home with nothing, nigga.
So I mean It would be monetary. Yeah, it would only be monetary.
But
then it's like,
I mean,
do we want to sit through a basketball game, a competitive, like
it means nothing.
It would feel different. Like we wouldn't actually see all-stars be all-stars. We would see them be a team, and it's like I don't want to see that for all-stars. Like we won't see the flashy dunks. We won't see the.
We see that shit during the Olympics.
No, we don't see no crazy shit during the Olympics like that.
Not recently, because we don't have LeBron and getting the ball from Wade and like the Dream Team or the Redeem Team. They were out there.
Well, that was against lesser talent. That was against lesser talent.
So look how many Europeans are in the league now.
But how many European All-Stars? 5.
Some of the best players in the league.
No, man, no.
Luka, Jokic. That's all I got. Oh no, Shea Gillis out of Germany.
Well, he's American. He's American.
He's Canadian.
He's American.
He's not He does not have American citizenship.
He's American.
Chet. Wemby.
American. He is European.
You got a lot of European people out here playing.
Canadian is not Europe.
Canada
is not Europe.
Oh, it's North American, but he's not American.
That's American. You're North American.
No,
you're not European.
He's Canadian.
You're not Asian.
I guarantee you.
You're not African.
I guarantee you, he's not going to tell you he's North American. He's going to tell you he's Canadian.
Oh.
I'm not even going to put Jamal Murray out there, but he's a Canadian as well.
Man, these are Americans, man. They're
not Americans.
They're Americans.
When they come over the border, they're illegal. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, fucking, God damn. Yeah, when it comes to Europeans, they're not in the All-Star games. Like that.
Wemby, Jokic, Luka, Shea.
Shea does not count.
Shea does.
He does not count.
Not as a European, but he counts as a foreigner according to the rules.
What? Did he go to college?
I'm pretty sure he went to college.
What college?
I couldn't tell you which college.
If he went to college, he's an American hooper.
What college did he go to? He definitely went to college, I'm pretty sure.
Like let's be real. Embiid is American hooper.
Yeah.
He played for Team USA.
That was his choice. And he shouldn't have been able to get that choice. He should have played for Cameroon like he's
So he is an American hooper.
Oh yeah, Embiid. Come on, bro.
I knew some more, but I
wasn't on now. You won't
gonna
prove my point. You won't gonna help my point.
Nah.
That's crazy.
Nah, I wasn't.
But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on those.
Shea went to.
Let's see. You want to say the coaches for next week?
I can't believe that.
What?
Yeah, he went to Kentucky.
Yeah, we'll say that.
I don't know why we missed that.
We'll say the coaching hirings for next week, because there might be more.
Yeah, we'll give it time to brew up.
So
see what they do. Any moves.
We're gonna sign off. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Episode 3. It's gonna be a long fucking journey.
Yeah, it is. We're gonna get to 100 before we actually sit here and try to see how much our growth is. But we thank y'all for sitting through our bullshit. So be sure to like, subscribe, leave comments, leave some feedback. Anything you say gonna be beneficial to our growth. So see you next week.
All right.